Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Children of Morta. We've got a few cutscenes to look at, but before we do that, let's just take a look around the house, see what we see. We've got some fish in the pond, just swimming around. We've got some of the local wildlife, just hanging around. Everything looks good. We've got Kevin out there in the training area, I believe. That, for lack of a better term, with all the training dummies and equipment. And we have John and Ben out here. That's one of the two cutscenes. The other one is in the, I believe, laboratory for Grandma Margaret. Let's look at this one first.
The past holds both joy and bitterness of time. Sheila could help them, as John said, but Ben could not bring himself to overlook the sting of their past relationship.
Interesting. Very short cutscene over there. Someone by the name of Sheila was mentioned. Not really sure who she is at this point, but perhaps we'll learn more about her later on. Now let's look at this cutscene. Oh, wrong thing selected. There we go.
Margaret knew full well that signs and symbols were seldom obvious and never direct. She was certain that the cause of the corruption would be difficult to discover.
It's like she's still working hard trying to figure out what's going on. Now, I think we've looked around enough. We've got, I guess, Linda's still in her room. Mary is fixing something up. Let's see if we can find the younger daughter. Oh, I won't spend... Oh wait, no, she's in the same room as Linda. Seems to be making some drawings. A young artist. Okay, now let's go to the chapter select screen, and I believe we may have a new character to work with.
Drowned in the blood-soaked muck of these trenches, with a path to the halls of Anaiadaya.
Alright, so let's go to the next area. Let's click on this, confirm. Indeed, we have Kevin to go with now. Now, Kevin is a melee character, but I actually am much more comfortable playing solo with him compared to John, because he is very quick and has some really good skills. And I realized I didn't spend our money, but you know what? I think we'll be fine even without having gotten these upgrades. That's how confident I am with Kevin. We're just gonna start. By the way, one thing I love about this game is the names of the characters. It might seem like an odd thing to say, but the fact that they have such mundane names, Linda, John, Kevin, rather than, grand fantasy type names like, I don't know, like Galahad or Celestia. Like, these are just normal people names. And as odd as it may sound, the fact that they're normal actually makes them stand out even more for me, given that this is a fantasy setting. Anyway, the game is telling us that Kevin is quick and stealthy, and with each hit he stacks frenzy. The more frenzy he has, the quicker his attacks become, and that is Kevin's deal. He gets better the more he attacks. The buff he gets As you can see now, he's got a bit of frenzy, he's attacking quick. And that buff will stay for a while, but it'll eventually disappear if you haven't attacked anyone in a while. And we've got some ranged enemies. Not great, because they are taking us down a little bit, and there are quite a few of them. I got stuck on the terrain. Let's see if we can, make some inroads here. It is unfortunate that we have so many of these guys. And one of them is on the other side of a spike pit. Just to make things even worse. And oh boy. Already things are looking grim. Oh, we've got enemies who spawned. Let's try not to immediately die. Of course, that is easier said than done. Let's recover a bit of health by not getting hit for a while, so our regeneration kicks in. Alright, we've gained a level. Is this gonna help us? Well, we got a bit of free healing from the level up, but more importantly, we can get skills. Now, we could either make our frenzy a bit better, or we could get our first active skill. And I think at this point, I'd rather have my active skill. What does the active skill do? Well, it throws knives around Kevin. I'll demonstrate it on these guys. And they do a fair amount of damage if they hit enemies. It's best used when there are lots of enemies around, and that archer is a bit of an issue. Fortunately, Kevin does not have a good way of dealing with archers. He just has to wait for them to be done with their shots, or get in really close to them and interrupt their attacks. Okay, we're doing okay. Alright, I'm a bit quiet here because I am trying to concentrate. Oh, we got an obelisk that gives us extra gold. Let's just activate it right now. Alright. What do we want? We want health.
A treasure rested above them, locked behind chance and memory.
Okay.
They needed to place foot upon stone. If silence reigned, they could continue on. But if alarms were to ring, they had to begin anew.
Okay, what that strangely worded, exposition was telling us is that this is a memory puzzle. We need to hit these 4 pressure plates in the right order, and if we do, we will get whatever's inside this thing. If we don't, if we mess up at any point, it'll reset the puzzle and spawn some enemies. So let's just go left to right. Ooh, that happened to be correct. So I'm just gonna call them 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and not 2. Okay. I'm just gonna exploit a little thing where enemies won't be able to cross barriers like these, but you can freely go across them. So, given that I don't have much health, I am gonna be using every trick, oh boy, at my disposal to give myself an advantage. Oh my god. I am not doing well. How can I turn this run around? Well, one thing that would help is not having so many enemies that are awkward to fight in such close proximity. Okay, so it was 1, and it wasn't 2. Let's try 3. It was not 3. So 1 for our first 2. Alright. Ooh. I don't even know if we're getting experience for killing these guys. It looks like we're not. We're just getting little bits of gold occasionally. Which, you know, which is okay. But mainly I just want to finish this event. Alright, so 1, 4, and now a 50-50 shot. Which we guessed wrong on, of course. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. And as you can see, his fan of knives is actually a pretty powerful attack. So there's 1, 4, and it has to be 3 too. Indeed, it was. And what did we go through that ordeal for? Well, a bunch of gold. You know, which is fine. Gold is something we need. I'm just gonna run past these spikes. Okay. The only way we can go is up. Alright. Alright. We're back at pretty low health, so I can't be too careless here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what... These guys attack so slow that it throws me off. Is that, like, I dodge their attack, but because it's so slow, I walk back into range before their swing has completed. And end up getting hit anyway. Now, this guy killed us, or a guy like him killed us in a past episode when we were playing as John. I do want to be careful. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm actually not sure what happened there. I did not think he would, Did he get a hit, or did the pool do that damage to us?
As the conversation turned to the progress of the corruption, Mary was curious to know which village had been attacked this time. However, that worry gave way to panic when Lucy entered. Poor beasts, all slaughtered. Maybe something had infected them. The corruption was on their doorstep now.
Okay, that was unfortunate. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Ben's workshop, and we're gonna get some upgrades. What are we gonna get? Well, I do like damage. I'm gonna keep getting more of that. I will get a bit of health, and with the last bits, I'll get some movement speed. Okay. Because we died so quickly, I am gonna go straight back in. And I'm gonna go with Kevin again. However, I am tempted, rather than going into the Lost Trenches, I'm gonna go to the Silk Caverns instead. And I'm gonna go ask Kevin. My goal here is to level him up a little bit. And maybe get some of the random encounters before we soldier onwards. One thing that really hurt us was we lost a lot of health to the ranged enemies in the previous attempt. And had we had more health, we would have been able to fight the elite enemy without immediately dying. I'm still not sure what exactly killed me. Yeah, we would have been able to deal with that. We would have been able to, you know, just have a bit more of a... I hate these guys so much. A bit more of a safety net or a buffer zone between us and instant death. And as you can see, I'm getting into it, but these guys are just... I hate how far away they can start their attack from. Alright. In concentration mode now. I shouldn't have too many troubles. This is only the first area, which we've already cleared, albeit with the very capable ranged Linda. However, Kevin is more than capable if you play with him correctly. And I'm slowly getting my muscle memory back. And, yep, I'm gonna take the experience shrine straight away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Alright, let's continue. We've got another 2 skill points. Do I want to improve my fan? I do want to get Frenzy. That'll make it last longer. But the next point we get is gonna go to improving our fan of knives. Oh no, there's a secret here. I should be bringing enemies over, even though it's gonna waste some of the time on our experience shrine, but it'll be worth it if we can... And we got it. Nice. And it has a chance of firing projectiles upon being hit. Alright. Alright. Alright, we got a bit of a killing streak bonus. Alright. We're doing fine. Bit more gold. Alright. What do we have for our...
The air was still with energies, coiled and ready to let loose.
For our divine grace, we have this. This is gonna leave a bit of fire on the ground. You can see it does change the graphic as well, which is pretty cool. And I am gonna fully explore this zone, just to make sure we're not missing anything out. And we have healing on the ground in case we need it, although hopefully we won't. Alright, where haven't we gone? We haven't gone to a spot on the left over there. And I'm just gonna check up top over here just to make sure everything's fully explored. Alright. Alright, okay, let's just make sure we're getting everything. Now, what's in here?
One held a gift. 2 hid ferocious creatures. It was the lady or the tiger or the Bergson.
It's this thing again. Oh, well, let's see if we get it. We didn't get it, but we also didn't get enemies. So, you know what? That's fine. Let's just carry on taking our time exploring. Nothing there. Maybe there's gonna be something down here. Well, there's this shrine, which we might as well pick up before going to the next area. Alright, let's just take these guys out. take all our gold. Alright. That's just about everything. Let's teleport to the end. I love this feature. And let's go to the next zone. And hopefully we find one of the interesting random encounters over here. Although being random, you know, can't guarantee it. Could find it, we might find something else. It's rare that you find nothing interesting, but sometimes it does happen. Alright, what do we have here? Another grace. Okay. Oh, no, this one is a relic. Brace is... looks kind of like grace. But this one... how does this one work? We'll, test it out when we see some enemies. Yep. Uh-oh, a whole bunch of enemies have spawned. This is a dangerous place. Alright. Alright. And I don't think we've seen that enemy type that was firing shots at us. He might be new. We might have seen him before. But anyway, that's what he does. He will occasionally shoot a purple projectile in your direction. I think generally enemies that shoot you... ah, man, I feel like I shouldn't have taken damage from those spikes. I think they were already popped by the time I walked over them, and I don't think spikes that are already popped should damage you, because obviously you're not gonna walk directly on them. You'll sidestep them even if you're walking through the area. Oh well, you know what? I'm not gonna complain too much because we're back at max health. Sure, let's take this obelisk right now. Arguably should have saved it for the boss, but I also do want to fight these enemies. In fact, now that I think about it, we definitely should have saved it for the boss. And we have a charm that increases max health. There's no reason not to just take it. It can only help. Alright, there's more of these guys. Alright, let's keep enemies stun locked if we at all can. Let's be mindful that we have healing on the ground in case we need it. Let's also be mindful that I think we have enough skill points to do the thing that I said I wanted to do. Yeah, we have 2. We have 2 points. So I'm gonna put them into Fan of Knives. That'll give it more damage. It'll also unlock Kevin's first family trait. What does that do? It increases crit damage. We also have some interesting active abilities, including Kevin's Guardian Rage, which is pretty good. Whoa. I think this might be a special event. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's not die. Alright. I unfortunately tanked a hit. What do we get?
The generous mushroom was vital to any concoction with the purpose of healing. While naturally poisonous, any skilled brewmaker could extract the important properties without danger.
Alright. That, I believe, is one of the items we need to heal the wolf cub who we rescued. And I am glad that we found at least something that gave us some sort of progress. Although I do intend to beat the boss and get the extra bit of golden experience from fighting him. This is a dangerous little section of the map, though. Alright. As you can see, Kevin is much better at fighting these melee enemies when he gets close compared to John because of how quick he hits. How quick he can take things down. And his frenzy lasts a bit longer now as well because I did level that up. But it doesn't take long for him to get it back if you do happen to lose it. And he can easily take out large groups of enemies quickly. I'm gonna take this Obelisk of Force because it is a good one. It will push enemies away and I believe also damage them a little bit. Yeah, let's just test that out. Yes, it does damage them. Alright. Let's just make sure we're getting everything we possibly can. Alright. Alright. I think we might even be able to get another level. Yeah, I'm just gonna... What do we get? I'd rather have this one, I think. Although I'll pick it up to get the codex entry. And what does this do? Let's just show it. Ah, that's actually not bad. But I like that this is a bit more concentrated in a particular area, and it can help if you're being chased down by enemies. It'll slow them and keep them from swarming you a little bit. But this one I could see being situationally useful. This shrine I'm gonna save for the boss. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'll save that. Oh, now this is an interesting thing. I'll go there when I am done with the map, and we are almost done with the map. Just a few things to explore up top. I want it to be the last place I go, because it is, I don't want to spoil anything, but a potentially tough challenge. Now, what's inside here?
The origin of the threat of corruption was what occupied most of Grandma's time lately.
Looks like Grandma Margaret is still hard at work trying to just piece together what exactly is going on. Oh, we found a bunch of health on the ground. That is good.
When pressed, Mountain God was the only answer Grandma gave.
Well, I mean, at least that sounds like she's making some kind of progress. And we found the boss. We've also
Tired of
found...
being called shady, he instead adopted the title Mysterious Shopkeep.
Right? I mean, yeah, I'd rather be called mysterious as opposed to shady. So, you know, perfectly understandable. I'm just gonna smash all these pots because there might be a bit of money. Might be some healing inside as well. We didn't find too much, but it didn't take us that much time either. A bit of extra gold. Now, some pretty good stuff. I think I'll get this one. Yeah, melee companion that fights by our side. Yeah, we haven't seen that before, so it's a new thing. And also, he will be able to hit enemies even if we are in retreat mode. So a bit of extra damage. Should be able to help us out in the boss fight. Now we're gonna go here.
She flaunted her wings, begging to be chased.
You know, now the way this challenge works is we have to find out where this strange creature has gone. And the way you do that is by following the footsteps. One thing you'll note is...
Bellagio fled further.
Oh my god, these footsteps were overlapping each other in just the exact way that I
Further she fled.
couldn't tell which direction they were gone in. Alright. That could have been bad, but we were able to track her
Relishing
down.
the chase, she accepted defeat.
So we succeeded at the challenge given to us by Bellagio the Odd. A fitting name. And what is our reward? A mysterious egg. I'll talk more about what we can do with mysterious eggs later on. But for now, just gonna be happy that we successfully beat that challenge. Now, having done that, you can immediately leave, but rather than leaving, I am gonna clear out this area. Because there is a lot of money and experience lying around, just waiting for us to, grab it. Oh, no, no, no. As you can see, our melee companion is already doing good work. And we might even find enough gemstones in here that we could buy more stuff from the shopkeeper. So this is just it's a no-brainer. Every time you fight Bellagio the Odd, make sure you come back here and kill all the enemies. There will be lots... Oh, got it. Damaging pools again. There will be lots of champions to fight as well, and they are a good source of experience. I'm just gonna let my melee companion take that guy down. Why not? Oh my god. I guess he does have limited range. Alright, so we're just gonna go through... This is gonna turn this into a bit of a longer episode. The death at the beginning, plus the fact that we found this encounter. But I'm glad we did, because I got a chance to show you something new and something cool. Alright. Now, I forgot that we had leveled up. What do I want to put points in? Do I want to save points for one of these? No, I think I want to get my Guardian Rage. Just so it's active, and so we can start getting Rage now, because it's just a... Now, Rage is something that builds up from... I believe, landing hits or taking hits. And unfortunately, I don't think the hits from your melee companions and other, you know, extra followers count. It has to be damage that you deal yourself. Oh, that was a new enemy type, which I don't believe we've seen yet, by the way. They will create a damaging, kind of aura on the ground, and if you walk in the place where they've set that, you will take damage. Yep. See, that guy cast it, but we dashed out before we could take damage from it. Ooh. Oh, these guys are actually coming at us with tactics, you know, with their ranged guys in the back. Okay. Alright. Okay, we've gotta be on our toes with these guys. Oh no, took a hit. Took a hit, but we're doing okay. Ooh, another champion. Alright. Bait the attack, land your hits. Bait the attack, land your hits. Don't get frozen. That was the third step, which I didn't follow there. Alright. Alright. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing fine. We are gonna have to get a bit of healing. Is there healing on the ground? Not in this section. There might be some in the main portion of the map, which we will go back to just once I'm confident that there's nothing left. Break a few pots. We can't interact with the entrance one. We have to go back to the exit. Fortunately, this... I was gonna say, fortunately, this mini part of the dungeon should work like the oh my god, that was entirely my fault. What I was gonna say was, fortunately, I think this mini dungeon works like the regular dungeon where you can teleport straight to the exit, but upon trying that, it doesn't in fact look like it works that way, because when I hit up on the D-pad, the symbol lights up, but then it doesn't do anything. So I think for this part, you do actually have to walk all the way to the end, but that's okay because it's a short section. Now, I think what I should do is, yeah, I should take this, and now teleport to the end. And now I'll get that. I should have at least looked at the charms, but there weren't any good ones, so that's okay. I'll buy even more healing, and I've wasted a lot of the time on my charm, but that's okay. Now we're gonna go fight the boss and just do the best that we can. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna smash these pots. Probably should have just gone in and saved some time on our...
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
Oh no. Alright. Landed some good hits. Our melee companion is doing good work. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. I think we are gonna be fine. Yep. I think we were just fine. In fact, it's possible that we may have beaten that boss without taking damage. I'm gonna have to confirm that by looking over the footage again. By the way, there is an achievement for beating a boss without taking damage, and I've already gotten that. Although, even if I hadn't, I don't think it would have popped, because I think the Steam overlay counts as a different window than the game. But anyway, that is one thing on your list if you are a completionist. At least one time you will have to beat a boss without taking a hit. Alright, let's just go straight forward. Go straight through. Let's go forward, straight through, and spend some of the money we've gathered. Make ourselves even stronger. Ooh, we have another cutscene.
While painful for a mother to see her son in sickness was still better than missing him for so long, Mary knew that that she would make caring for Mark her mission. Mark had to warn them about the dangers approaching. Despite how difficult it was to talk, he started naming the villages that were evacuated, or worse, taken over by the corruption, but soon succumbed to fatigue and fell asleep. Mary recalled hearing of an herbalist in Caldippo Caves that would have the yarrow at hand needed to treat Mark. The Bergsons would once again need to brave the treacherous caves in search of the herbalist.
All right, I think that's the last cutscene for now. Yes, it looks like it. So that is an introduction to the next member of the family, Mark. But before we can do anything more with him, we will have to advance that part of his plot, where he needs some help. I think he's sitting in front of the fire right now, and we do have a cutscene with Grandma Margaret. She appears to be reading a book. I think we're gonna save that for next episode. For now, we're just gonna take a look at our messages. Make sure we're not neglecting anything. I think we're fine for now. Let's spend some money on... I mean, I always like to improve damage. It's good to get early on. And my second point... Yeah, let's get some max health. A bit of a cushion if we do take damage. And spent almost all of our money. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for now. I will save this cutscene for the start of the next episode. I hope you had a good time. When we come back next time, I do think we will take another stab at the second section of the Caldippo Caves. And I think we will go with the John, and hopefully not get completely murdered like we did the first two times we went out with him. So hopefully we do a bit better this time. I hope you'll join me for that. So until then, take care.